day 5 of 5, Science of Stretching Classic Program. Today it's going to be about wrists and ankles and twisting at the waist. So I'm going to go ahead and just get right into this. First pose is really a hardcore pose and it's very targeted, which means, come here, chest move. Move. Thank you. I'm going to take my hands. I'm going to rotate them externally. So I'm going lateral or external rotation, medial into the middle, lateral. I'm going to put them on the ground here. And then I might stay right here. My right wrist needs a little bit of time before I can go do much more than this. But you can certainly extend this a little bit. You can maybe weight down a touch, come back. This is a really great stretch for the back of your wrists. And eventually you can actually make your way up into full reverse dog. Of course, I didn't start the timer. Let's see. However, I've got it set to, oop, now no. There we go. 3 minutes. This is a targeted pose, so I don't want to do more than 3 minutes. Well, I could do more, but I don't want to. Okay. A little tender. All right, now, next, I'm not going to do twister. I am actually going to do pins and needles. Okay, so for this next pose, something that I find helps. I need something to stop my knees from sliding forward because about 4 minutes into the pose, my knees start sliding and it causes my shins to stretch very uncomfortably. I think that'll be sufficient. Doesn't take much to stop me from sliding forward, just any kind of something. So this should be sufficient. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my toes under, get my knees close. There we go. That one's now there. Okay. I want them a little bit. So I need them a little bit closer. I can live with that. That's fine. That'll work. Okay. Should just use the wall. So I'm like this with my toes. I'll go ahead and start the timer. Take my hands, prayer pose behind my hand. Do what you can, grab your elbows. I'm going to work my hands up. I'm just going to do this for a bit because my right wrist does have a little bit of a spot. And if I turn my hands into prayer pose behind my back, it'll hurt. That's hurting my big toe. There we go. Okay, it's better. Now, what I'm doing with my ankles here is I'm dorsiflexing them. If I were to sort of point my toes, that's plantar flexion. This is a really good stretch if you want to work on your squat and you like to get your heels off of the ground. If you wear shoes with some kind of lift in the heel, however, this pose is going to be hard because that's going to make your calf tight. And when your calf is tight, the arch of your foot is tight, which also is going to mean stretching your feet is going to be more painful. Ooh, I'm getting a nice stretch there. I'm not putting as much pressure down, but the toes are sort of getting leveraged and sort of getting pulled on a little bit. That's maybe too much though. 4 minutes, my shins are stretching like clockwork. Okay, important to come out of this. I'm gonna just sort of lean forward a little bit, take the pressure off my toes very slowly. Oof, my toes are really freaking bent. Wow. Okay, now just a second. I'm gonna put my toes the other direction. I'm going to plantar flex for a second. I'm pointing my toes, plantar flexion. Just gonna sort of sit back for a second. Oh yeah, those shins are nicely stretched and those toes are nicely stretched. Taking a break just for a second. Okay, kitty. I'm going to continue. You will not thwart me in my plans. Okay, next pose is a big, big twist. It's the only twist really in the official set, though you can add twists to a lot of the poses, but twisting is hard in static poses, but this is certainly an exception to that one statement. Okay, excuse me, Mr. Chesterfer. All right, I won't need anything here on this one, just the floor. Mm, Actually, I don't need my glasses. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my right foot over my left leg. Double twist him, I suppose, because I can do that now. The double twisting isn't anything at all. In fact, on my other side, I can kind of do it, but it hurts a little bit, so I don't. All right, there we go. Oh, this is a huge stretch all on the back. So earlier in the week, we did some stretching sort of down here, and now we're getting further up here. On Monday night, flamenco C, where my leg was straight out instead of like this. And the bottom leg was straight. So my legs were at 90 degrees as opposed to twisted. So what that does is it lifts the stretch from here all the way up the back. Now, the one thing I'll say about this pose is it's dangerous for me to come out of it quickly. I can tear something. It's very easy for, so I've got to come out really slow. So we'll talk about that in several minutes when it's time. I'm gonna unwind my feet because my foot's getting a little bit crushed. Again, the feet being twisted, irrelevant. The stretch is here on the back, not over there on the feet. A pose like this is a really good pose. This specific pose is good for really expanding your belly when you, yeah, because you're stretching your body in a way that you normally wouldn't do. So you're moving your internal organs and such. Be careful. Take it easy, but see what you can do with it. But slowly over time, bigger inhale, bigger belly movement. When you expand your belly like that, you're stimulating the vagus nerve that innervates through your belly or your diaphragm. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but it's somewhere around there. Very technical, I know. Too much detail and all that. Alrighty, Chesh. Here. Okay, Chesh. You're moving too much. Sorry, buddy, I can't do that right now. Nope, don't. Stop. Dude, seriously, back off. Sorry. Where is that? There it is. Gotta come out. It's really slow. That was not good, but didn't hurt myself yet. Okay, now I get my back flat on the ground. If you do this pose, oh, that was a bit rough there, coming out the way I did. Uh, Lay on your back flat, and you'll notice like my my right side feels like hollow by comparison. Just there's nothing there. It's amazing how it just loosens those tight muscles in that lower back. Just feels so supple. But because I'm stretching it so much, if I come out fast, it's very easy to get the muscle to sort of like spasm and no good, no good at all. So other side, I'm not going to twist these feet intertwine. I'm not going to intertwine them. I'm going to move slightly to the side here so I don't bug Mr. Chesterfer. Okay. Oops. Oh, All right, now on to that ends the standard program for science stretching. Now on to asymmetrical side kick. I'm sorry, I said side kick. I mean, it helps with side kick what I'm doing, but it's a asymmetrical side splits, not side kick. And I'm doing, in fact, I was going to mention this. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to protect my knee on one side. I'm simply going to spread this leg instead of on the knee. I can either go like so, which would make it look like this, which is a great stretch. It'll just hammer your hamstring. In fact, I didn't do it like this last night, but this is a good option. Ooh, I might like want to do that. Anyway, or the other option is, this is a big change, huge change. Turn your foot in, get your hip flat here, and do the same thing. And I mean, for me, this is, well, there you go. You can see the difference. Right there. So this is what I'm going to do, and we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to emphasize clean form over distance because I don't want to drop like this because it loses I mean, it just loses the whole thing. So I need to keep my actually get my hip tucked. And that's going to be the difficult part. All right. Don't be afraid to use props. The stretch is in my hips. It's not in my shoulders. So if I can keep my tailbone tucked and make it easier to hold and safer, then I can go down further. If I'm unstable, my body's going to notice that I'm unstable and it's going to restrict my motion. Notice I've lost my hips a little bit. I've got my butt sticking out, so I want to bring that back forward. It wasn't that bad, I guess. So what I've got right now, this is hitting me right here as opposed to on the hamstring. So it's right there. I'm definitely getting the psoas muscle, I think. I really need to learn anatomy better. Definitely getting some muscle that is different than if I had my toes pointing up, that I can definitely tell. Hey, no, no, stay back. Thank you. Good. Thank you very much, Chess. Oh, that might be a bit too much. That's too much. That is way too much. And I didn't, luckily, I didn't do that, but had I done that, that was going to be bad fast. Okay, so let's see if I can get my leg back here. Same thing, other side. The next time I do this, I'll probably do it with my toes up, maybe, I don't know. But after this, I'm going to do pancake, which is not side splits, but it will definitely be assisted or aided quite a bit by this pose right here. Okay. So again, not toes up. No, this is my good side on that anyway. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Wow, indeed. I need to take a few moments here before I do my last pose of the evening. Let's see. Didn't like that combination last night. I might have had enough already. I don't know about how much I do this. Yeah, it feels good. Hmm, I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm delaying. I'll get to it. I will. Come here. Give me a distraction. Hey, you. Hi. Where'd you go? That should be sufficient. I think I'm being optimistic. All right, Mr. Chesterford, I think I'm finally about ready. Maybe a few more pets. Really? You on my bricks? Is that what you're gonna do? Okay, well, excuse me, sir. Come on. Thank you. Okay, come over this way here. Come back this way. There you go. That'll work. Oh yeah, see already. Oh yeah, doing that other pose really helped. I can already tell. All right, now, Mr. Chesterford, look, dude, seriously, you got to get away. You're gonna get on my nerves pretty quickly here. You're being a little too insistent at the moment, sir. Okay. Ooh. Okay. That's a good place to start right there. There you go. That's a good key. Making it worse. Exactly. I really don't want to move my leg back. I can avoid it because it's pretty locked out right now already, even though it's not there. Shit. Yeah, it's stuck in place. Sorry, chest. Okay, well, that's it. I'm kind of out of the pose, I guess. Start over. This really deepens the pose into the hamstrings as well as the groin, especially on my right side, which is the tight side. Okay. Oh, that's enough. Yeah. Well, that was a good session, even if it was a bit interrupted. Good night. Can I stand, Josh? What do you think? Yeah, that's stand. Yeah. Actually, I think just a touch of shaking might actually be in order here. Very light shaking there.